Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast, the place where we talk about learning English and becoming the best version of yourself in the process. I'm Lily, and today we're diving into something that hits all of us at some point: how to stop procrastinating. Now, before you pause this and think, I'll listen to this later. Hey, that's procrastination talking. Don't listen to it. Stick with me for the next few minutes, and I promise you'll walk away with practical tools to finally beat procrastination and take action. Let's start with a simple question. What is procrastination really? Most people think procrastination is just being lazy, but it's actually not. Procrastination is when we avoid doing something, not because we don't care, but because we're afraid of something. Maybe we're afraid of failing. Maybe we feel overwhelmed and don't know where to start. Maybe the task just feels boring, or we tell ourselves, I'll do it later. I have time. Sound familiar? The problem is, later becomes tomorrow, and tomorrow becomes next week, and suddenly you're wondering where the last 6 months went. Let me ask you something. Have you ever said, I work better under pressure? That's a lie we often tell ourselves. What's really happening is we wait until the pressure is so high we have no choice but to act. We procrastinate because we're trying to avoid discomfort. That could be mental discomfort, like thinking too hard, or emotional discomfort, like the fear of making mistakes. But here's the thing, success doesn't come from being comfortable. It comes from showing up even when it's hard. So if you're learning English right now and you keep putting off your study time or your speaking practice, or even listening to podcasts like this one, don't beat yourself up. But do recognize it for what it is: resistance. Okay. Now let's get to the good stuff. Here are 5 simple things you can do today to stop procrastinating. First, the 5-minute rule. Tell yourself, I'll just do this for 5 minutes. Seriously, set a timer. Usually once you start, your brain gets into it and you keep going. Starting is the hardest part, so trick your brain into starting. Second, break it down. Big tasks feel scary, so break them into tiny pieces. Instead of, I need to study English today, try, I'll listen to 1 podcast episode. I will write 3 new vocabulary words. I will speak to myself for 2 minutes in English. Small wins build momentum. Third, change your environment. If you're always on your bed with Netflix open, you're probably not going to study. Make a focus zone. Maybe it's a corner of your room, a coffee shop, or a library. Your brain connects environment to behavior. Use that to your advantage. Fourth, use a timer, Pomodoro technique. Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. That's 1 Pomodoro. After 4 of those, take a longer break, 15 or 20 minutes. This helps you stay focused and gives your brain a reward. And 5th, forgive yourself. This one's big. If you procrastinated yesterday, it's okay. Forgive yourself. Move on. Guilt creates more procrastination. What matters is what you choose to do now. What happens when you stop procrastinating? Imagine this. You wake up tomorrow. You do the thing you've been avoiding. And it's not perfect, but it's done. You feel proud. You feel strong. You start to trust yourself again. That's what happens when you stop procrastinating. It's not just about getting things done. It's about building self-respect. And here's a little secret. Taking action feels so much better than avoiding it. Every time you take action, even in a small way, You're training your brain to believe, hey, I can do this. So, here's your challenge. Right after this episode, I want you to take action on one thing you've been putting off. Doesn't matter how small. Just start. Remember, you don't need motivation to start. You need to start and the motivation will come. That's it for today's episode. If this helped you, share it with a friend who also needs a little push. And hey, don't forget to hit that follow button so you don't miss the next one. You've got this.